an increase in carbon monoxide. Okay. There's other thing we call Boju AI, or otherwise called Open Secret Printed Communication System. And it's about keeping information secret, even if it's printed on a notice board in gibberish format that you would only need your phone app to read what is written in that gibberish form. Okay. There are so many other ideas that have not been tapped. The use of machine learning on crime data to predict attacks, to foil attack, because in this Nigeria of today, we hear of attacks here and there. These attacks might seem random and sporadic, but to be honest with you, there is a pattern. If you use time series forecasting under machine learning, you'll be able to predict these events. The use of computer vision, to determine people's identity, either car or pedestrians, is also critical to help the police track criminals across the state. I mean, if you go to the police headquarters, they will give you a long list of who are on the wanted list. Why can't we use computer vision to quickly determine where they are by picking faces at random from the streets across the metropolis? Harmonization of citizen data records, I mean, that's also key. We have BVN and so on and so forth. And yet people are able to cause terrorism, still spend credit cards, transact online, do things online, use ATM cards, collect money, and no one is happy with the use of AI. Finally, drone pods for logistics and intelligence gathering purposes would be useful. I'm not going to go into detail on some of these things. Let me mention before I go what countries are doing in the area of AI and robotics. So Tesla, of Tesla. What does Tesla have to say about AI? Tesla says, we develop and deploy autonomy at scale in vehicles, robots, and more. We believe that an approach based on advanced AI for vision and planning, supported by efficient use of inference hardware, is the only way to achieve a general solution for full self-driving and beyond. So Tesla is at the forefront of building self-driving cars, and they are ready to scale that up because, of course, it has been tested, but not in a way that it can be used on just any street or any part of the world. And that's something they want to achieve, full self-driving. And I believe that this is achievable within 4 or 5 years. This will be achieved. Where are you going to be when this is achieved? Are you going to be among those who would say, oh, I wish I could get a job in Tesla, but I don't have this kind of skill they want? Or are you going to be one of those who can actually pitch to Tesla greater ideas you can add to enhance the kind of work they are doing? Or are you going to be among the AI developers who already have key data about your community that Tesla can upload onto their system that will make their vehicle more intelligent within your community? Are you going to be among those that can foresee quickly the kind of database that Tesla would need across the world and begin to build a reservoir of such data? Toyota too is not sitting on their hands. I mean, they are already also trying to get smart vehicles, predictive demand, taxi dispatch services, where with your normal Toyota vehicle, you can also get alerts when someone is looking for a ride. And by that, you can choose to pick up the person or not. So that way, you have your own car to yourself, but you can switch on from private mode to taxi mode. And when you switch to taxi mode, you start getting alerts and map readings of where the next available customer for public transport is. Now that means companies are thinking out of the box. So why can't you be part of this ecosystem? PayPal, I don't know if you're aware of PayPal, but PayPal uses machine learning to also assess in real time if the owner of the account is the legitimate person trying to access the account. And that's because, of course, there's a lot of fraud going on. But hey, if you understand how web interactions occur, HTTP protocols and co, there is so much you can do to confirm if the person trying to access your database is the owner. And of course, PayPal is launching a lot of AI solutions to make it difficult for scammers to hack people's account. Google is like #1 when it comes to the use of AI and the deployment of AI. And why is that? Because AI feeds on data. Data is not just about structured data format. Data can be in form of big data. Me chatting with you right now, there is data in this because somebody somewhere is actually picking what we are saying and linking it to everything else about us. So they can determine whether I like one item or the other. And when it's time to bring adverts to me, they can bring the one that really tallies with what I like. Under that, we call it recommender systems, and Netflix is key in that. There's also healthcare application of AI, for better drug discovery and co. There's also gaming, and I don't know if many of you are aware, but many of the Xbox and PS you play have AI components. They are picking information about you and making sure the next version of that game is something that you find so appealing, you find so attractive. And I once had a visitor who came all the way from PlayStation, and he's a Nigerian, a data scientist at the moment working with PlayStation. He said his role at PlayStation is to help PlayStation look into what other users of other kind of games are into. What is that factor that keeps driving people to other games so they can harmonize that on their own platform? So that way, you'll soon find out that everything you've ever wanted on other gaming platforms are now on PlayStation. And so customers will begin to wonder why they can't just buy PlayStation if that would give them everything. So, of course, there's so many areas. Now, I need to just wrap up with this. AI can help your business objectives. So if you're a business person, think of how your business can deploy AI. I know of some businesses that are using AI to respond to customers through chatbots, companies that are using AI to understand the need of their customers. Banks are using that, of course, to know what kind of customer you are and what kind of product to market to you. And so there are so many of these things businesses can do with AI. You have to be the first person in your field to deploy AI so it can make you take over the market. But if you are one of those people that don't just want to deploy AI, you want to build AI, then you must learn how to do what we call data set optimization. Globally, people are looking for data sets to train their models, their AI models. But if you don't have optimized data, your system will be biased when it's making decisions. So if you are going to be building an AI system that can detect pictures and objects, you must make sure that you have enough database of a variety of that particular object and even all possible objects so that you don't see a chair and call it a laptop just because it has a lid on top, something like that. Learn about remote jobs. That will help you to at least get some more skills. Learn about AI trainings. You may as well want to be a trainer, or you might as well want to get trained. Then also learn about business intelligence consultancy. I mean, many companies want to now deploy AI, but they don't know how AI can help their businesses. If you're skilled in that area, why not go out there and start a consultancy and be the one to midwife the deployment of AI in various industries? You can focus on the healthcare, you can focus on the agricultural sector, you can focus on the fintech sector, be there, be seated right in the middle of this ecosystem and supply chain. If you want to use AI for your business, there are examples of such. One of them is the use of AI for automated caregiver services. For example, physiotherapists that need to always go to their patients to exercise them, why not use AI to collect data and you can better assess their recovery, and you can also better help them get solutions to what might be a major problem for them. AI for drone-based neighborhood surveillance. I mean, I'm a fan of AI for surveillance. I mean, why not have a drone up there that can see all of our community for the whole day? That way, at least if criminals do anything, you can easily know where they took off from, where they went to, how they returned back to where they were coming from. So I think we must begin to deploy AI for drone surveillance, and I mean, drones for surveillance. And if we had to speak to government about it, fine, but government would need a team of people that have the capacity. So if that's going to be you, thumbs up. AI for interior decoration, well, that's very easy. I mean, you just need to have a love for interior decoration and then come up with automated designs. So when people want to choose an interior decor from your catalog, it comes according to what you know they might need or they might love. Finally, make your data, Finally, make your data to be your key intellectual property. Whatever it is, make sure it revolves around that data. Data is the next crude oil globally. Create a medium for collecting data, implicit or explicit. If you're good in Python, you would know how to collect data implicitly. Implicit data collection means those you are collecting the data from don't even know you're collecting the data. Explicit means that they already know, so they can give you false data. For example, you carry a questionnaire to me and say, fill it. I know you want to know some things about me. I can choose to write false report. But if I'm not aware you're collecting data. That's implicit. You get the truth, you predict right, your AI works better with high accuracy. Adopt machine learning for your decision making. For example, in the banks, adopt AI to help choose who to give loans to and who not to give loans to. Adopt AI to know who to promote in your office and who not to promote. Adopt AI to know which product will work in this community, which product will not sell in that community. Adopt AI for risk analysis and so on. Ensure that you also have an iterative development strategy that gradually helps to improve whatever you are doing. So on that note, I'll conclude by saying there is a need to optimize scarce resources. There is a need to increase speed in everything we do nowadays. There is a need to implicitly detect what our customers want. There is a need for a fast future, and that future is now. And we can only use AI and robotics to achieve that future. And you are all very young. The future is in your hands. Thank you. Good luck.
Carry it now so that they just show it. No one is looking at you now. See, there's something cannot go beyond that. Just leave it. Leave it. Let's hear. What I'm saying. Go and sit down. What is it? You are not the one. How people don't like that. They don't know how to organize. This one we stop now. What about our own league? Where is the Salawa? What are you doing? What to not say to see not say okay, we are on break now. Thank you, Jerry. When is your break ending?
Hello, is that change of plans? We have the tea breaks, the tea break. It will be starting so that we can have a bit order and travel. Please let us be seated. The tea break will start here at the hall. So we'll just continue the events. I'm aware that our future, the secondary school students that we invited here, they are to return home by 2 o'clock. So it means we need to have to box our events and then just so that we can cover as much as possible. So they will be able to achieve as much as possible before 2 o'clock when they will be departing. So in view of that, we have the tea break, we have the tea break here. So the next on the agenda, program section on highlighting demonstration. Okay, before time began, Dr. Ajayi from Osun State University, who should set focus on African Green Innovation School program and African frontier. So he is able represented here by Mrs. Syria. And she will be speaking briefly before we go to the final presentation on higher demonstration by the science, technology, engineering, maths, and system president. Thanks, Australia. Mrs. Cecilia, please, now the floor.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, I'm here to represent my boss, the country, Dr. Akai. So I need to share this with messages. So what greatest with this precious meeting of circularity of professionals, I speak as a step out of it. My message to this conference is that the use of one length old competition will further help you analyze and promote your circularity efforts to salvage climate change, serve the health, and enhance the foundation. Number one length is your change your shaping level within China to strengthen your power-facing leadership, creativity, and team building program, giving your existing platform. One the technology offer you that innovation to turn around your vision and mission to the future of work. Send the time of unfulfilled job, uncompleted tasks, and stop wasting resources. The non-tech way of doing things has either to the one your profitability and productivity. You now need efficiency and effective innovations from one easy going technology. So now this question is to you. Tell me, if you have a 6 lines of code and 600 lines of code, which one will you prefer to use? Which one will you prefer? 6 lines of code, and that's what it's here to offer you. Spencer of Julia, we have Spencer of Circularity, which we change the code. And we also have our key Spencer kit. So what's businesses and for the panel page, instead of allowing to use 600 lines of code to be able to do the difficult coding. So that's why we're here to reach easy coding to you. Or if you have to spend 1 hour to complete an excellent project, not more efficient and effective than 100 hours. So after 1 hour or 100 hours, which one will you choose? You rather choose 1 hour, right? Okay. So that's one of the importance of learning. It has to have embedded inside it, which make your code smart. It's not like other methods that we make so you have to code it to be smart. But this platform, this technology already comes with inbuilt AI, which now make your code more smart than the visual use. which is one of the things you should look into to embrace it. Okay, we'll also be talking from the student design to the also be talking. I will also be showing you some demonstration data. Okay, so that we can understand the technology better. So all of you practitioners and leaders in the circularity business development and replicate our one story of efficiency and efficiency. The time is now because already your great concern is the untapped behind in the face of rising skill, thus coupled with the shortage of qualified employees with in-demand technology-based skill across sectors. Warehouse will need all hands on deck, whether you're in manufacturing or you're in healthcare, you're in IT, analysis, energy, and all other sectors of global practice. So the gap is there, that's the gap we're trying to cover. And the solution is touching young minds early to introduce them to STEM in multidisciplinary studies and foreign learning way. The big four, the big tech are trying as a matter of CRS to support SDGs by funding STEM through coding. Unfortunately, they are wasting the money as this coding is difficult and how they living with next for it. Most of the coding I will do takes so much time. This and the data scientists and STEM educators. I've been coding for over 10 years, maybe 15 years. I've used coding language for Fortran, think of anyone, Python, Java, I've used Ruby before, and so many before. When I came across this one, I discovered that actually makes it much easier. And if you are educated, that's what you can teach people technology. When you platform with people, you can also so group educating platform to teach children the young ones, even the adults. You want to demonstrate, you really want to do the prototype to show your class. It's more easier and straightforward. Okay, so much easier. So one thing is a tested, trusted engagement method for providing sustainability solutions in life challenges. I don't really sense of projects I did on the running is a smart irrigation system that will do the roadway for the farm that can make use of the stress sensor to be able to detect that there is a need of water in the soil. If there's a need for it, it's going to trigger the water myself, which also manage the water system to have already wasted the many times. Okay, so that's one of the points. So in any real life one I think about learning and health. So it's a disruptive technology that provides workplace learning experiences that you need to replicate and plant sponsors, learners, and customers plan to navigate and business. Our focus at work is to empower 10,000 youths who solve global problems by catching for producing valuable results that far outweighs the impact of 1,000 adults. Because adults these days they are so busy with many things. They are family responsibility and so many things. They start with more stuff and so the other historical adults, they are just saying the primary focus now is to use half lot of time. They have time at that. And these are the people who want to actually work with and make them to be able to see the problem and to be able to solve that problem. If you cannot identify the problem, you cannot solve it. But being able to work on that, thinking for quality, to be able to analyze, identify what problem, and provide a solution. That kind of a thing. So we are moving no one behind. Moment of our showing sustainability development team. This is what the stem cell wiring using women economics campaign to be replicated across Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. Come to action. All of you have from corporate organizations, advocacy groups, schools, and industry and organized. And you know you speak well with stem cell management. Where else, we need to be responsibly showing leadership in self-education, retention, and promotion. STEM is imperative and permanent to foster your expansion. This is what modeling offer you to give unique promotion initiatives to engage young minds and the schools in silent solutions built by electronic emission-sensed running technology in Australia promises to revolutionize the allowable efforts, organizational leadership, experience. For example, when you raise STEM makers and innovators who win competitions, prizes on global level, has becoming young leaders in the global cross-cultural space covering Africa and Middle East, America, Europe, they become the core of professionalism and leadership, equipped with technology, using our disposable one technology to drive the different sectors of the global economy. Please enjoy today with us our experience and practice for sustainability, partnership, platform, and image initiative by Dr. Elisa Dewey, MIPFT, Director of Economy. So thank you so much. That's our speech for Dr. Magdalene.
Thank you very much. Before the next on our agenda is the plenary presentation on Internet of Things.
Ebenezer Jai want to talk.
Science, technology, and maths, science, enterprise, STEM Cell Australia. So before we take that, the person to take that, the profession is already on. While he's prepared to take the floor, let me quickly recognize the presence of the schools that are the secondary schools that are the international school. Let's talk about it. People like high school, employment college, Apache, thank you very much. Doctor, I didn't want to, okay, yeah. I think our next presenter is ready to pilot now. Thank you, Professor Tang. Right, please, let's have it.
Yes. Committed.
Please proceed with your presentation, sir. On much, please.
All right.
Hello. Good day. So I wasn't sure. I couldn't see myself on the screen earlier. Greetings from Adelaide, South Australia. And my name is Peng, and I am the CEO of Stem Cell Foundation, Inc. from Adelaide, South Australia. Stem Cell stands for STEM plus Social Enterprise Learning. And the social enterprise learning part of it is what I'm trying to share with you all. So can I keep going or can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So
yes, we can hear you.
So thank you. And thank you, Cecilia. I heard Cecilia presented earlier. So the work that she's done It's really outstanding. Together with Dr. Ebenezer Ajayi from Osun, University of Osun, right? And so I'd like to at least acknowledge two of them plus all the other students within the stem cell clubs that have started, even though they're not together. Obviously, I'm not together either. I'm from Australia. So in a nutshell, what have I learned from this interaction with Cecilia and Dr. Ebenezer? One of the highlights is obviously seeing the smiles on the faces of the students and the excitement even that I observed in the earlier stage of Cecilia herself being a coder from Ibadan University when she first encountered this so-called run link technology, which is to help to simplify the coding of STEM projects, which require Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and obviously coding. And that is lasting when I see her excitement of how her work has been reduced in projects that let's call it a object recognition project. Yeah, AI object recognition project. That 35 lines that she need only to point the camera at an object, and it started giving the word of the name of the object, like a running shoe, for instance, and then hearing it spell RUNNINGSHOE, immediately you can see the applications is limitless, because I normally only observe, point the camera at an apple or an orange, you will see orange or apple on the screen, and it will tell you the confidence level, whether it's 0.7 out of 1 confident, depending on the lighting condition and so forth. But to hear the spelling, it sparked off my imagination that the depth of this technology has not even been explored, because imagine parents using that app that Cecilia has developed, an application to recognize objects for parents to teach their kids how to spell words. Yeah, and it's a simple app that never even needed my equipment, just a camera and a laptop, and it turned into a speller. And from the speller, I'm sure Cecilia will be able to translate it into maybe Mandarin for other users, that a Mandarin person want to understand the English. And with a few lines of code, I'm sure she'll be able to do that. So compare that to the hundreds of lines of coding that she will need as a specialist coder in C++, Python. That is what I suppose in a few minutes I would like to share with you the difference between a few lines and a few hundred lines of coding. How do you apply that competitive advantage to solve problems? Not just how do you make 100 different Internet of Things projects. Using one example only of what I've just described as an AI object recognition project, 35 lines compared to a few hundred of lines. How do you apply that? Example, a young student have no bread in Sudan because very poor, but somehow has been able to learn this technology and use this skill to get bread. How though? I said, if you want bread, you go to the bread shop. stand in front of the bread shop, Omar, 13 years old, with your friends too, who have no money to buy bread and very hungry at lunchtime, you cannot study. They go to schools too. And ask the customers coming to buy bread, would you like me to help your children to win competitions with a few lines of coding compared to a few hundred lines of coding, which is difficult to win? And if she say yes, the customer, then the deal is, can you tell 10 of your friends to come to buy bread from this bread shop? Keep going for another 10 customers, you would have 100 new customers for the bread shop. Then the problem-solving creativity that I heard earlier, the speaker, I think is Dr. I'm not sure whether he's still here, about creativity. Would the increase in profitability of the bread shop be able to then give some bread to these poor kids? That is what I enjoy most of a powerful technology that now has gone into America. Nobody, even in Australia, Malaysia, in 10 other countries that we're in now for the last 3 years, would believe that this technology can achieve that competitive advantage to solve problems. But when the Americans recognize it, your problem is solved. They recognize it because in Ohio, Google District schools, 8 of them, 20,000 students using 20,000 Chromebooks. They cannot code IoT projects using Chromebook with Arduino C++. That was the first time we ever heard it. So when they saw this Runlink technology that is used in Nigeria, they said that is a game changer. Suddenly you have revived 20,000 Chromebooks. There are 30 million, excuse me, Chromebook users in America. You Google Wikipedia, you see it. There's another 10 million Chromebook users outside of America. So again, learning from the first speakers, I'm sure everybody agree, creativity is needed here. How do you get this bread shop story into the Chromebook with these Chromebook users, 40 million of them? Would that put Nigeria somewhere onto the map of digital transformation? Today, I have not seen it myself, and I apologize, Miro, don't know whether he can join us. He is the inventor of this Runlink. He just landed in Malaysia to attend an international expo and competition on invention, 33 years old project. And on the way there, he paid some money for Wi-Fi. He was able to control the drone in Australia at about 30,000 feet high. That is the sort of story that when the Americans hear about the Ibadan STEM schools, that they know that this technology can trigger off creativity. Not only use a Chromebooks, that's just to do projects. More important is to use that technology to solve problems, like increase customers to a bread shop so that the owner can give some bread to the people. Increase customers to a solar business by Omar's friend called Mustafa. Unfortunately, he can't come, obviously, onto this presentation because of the problem in Sudan. The last I spoke to him was, he was running to escaping to a safe place. I hope that they are safe now. And he increased customers to a solar business, which charged $7,000 for solar installation in his house with solar panel, batteries, inverters. And how does he reduce the repayment? by increasing customers to the solar business. It's no different from the bread shop. Because he asked the customers' children, he goes around asking, would you like to install solar? If you like to install solar, come to the company that has installed solar for me, for my house. And I will help your children to win competitions, STEM coding, robotics competition with a few lines of code compared to hundreds of lines of coding, right? That's the advantage I give to your kids so that they have more STEM and less game. Two benefits. More STEM and less game is what? The parents are more interested than competitions because that is a nightmare that happens in most homes. A lot of games and less STEM. So with that, the owner of the solar business decided to reduce his repayment to half. He introduced 5 customers. Yeah, $500 US per month for 14 months. And now he only paid $250. So if he keep increasing customer by helping the customers' children to win competitions so that they come to this Walid solar business, he will reduce it to very low. So based on this example, let's share ideas here. Could we then encourage everybody possible that you meet to install solar into your house? Or other countries, by reducing the repayment must be a huge incentive. So that is the socio-economic impact of this technology that I'm more interested to share. I'm sure Cecilia will teach you how to program the robots. But it's more important to solve SDGs that we talk about. It sounds like every webinar I hear about SDGs, but it's very difficult to deploy. But now I've seen it from bread shop to solar to hotel. So bread shop means that you never go hungry ever. Where is hunger? Take the poor kids who have only 2 cents in the pocket. Stand in front of the bread shop and see whether the bread shop owner will give some bread to the poor kids by increasing customers to him. At the moment, he can give a little bit. But you want him to give more, you have to bring in the money so that he is affordable. Same thing as the solar business. He is affordable because it's 7,000 times 5. That's 35,000 US dollars this young boy, 14-year-old Mustafa, brought to the solar business. So now he's sponsoring Mustafa to go to the climate change conference in Dubai in December with a booth. So your story could be told there. Don't have to go there. If you can't go there because of commitment, go on to Zoom link. Your story is the same. I do not need to go to Dubai. They are interested to go to Dubai because they are just next door, close by. Yeah. And so hotel, you want a roof over your head, do the same thing like Jackson did in Cameroon. He went to, of course, he doesn't know everything. I have to guide him, right, to create the case studies. So somehow, strangely, I come across this hotel owner with 2 hotels in Bamenda and Limbe in Cameroon. Uncle Joseph, we call him. I said, how much is your capacity at the moment? He said, less than half. I got a lot of empty rooms here. So we said, can we get Jackson there to talk to you to increase customers, tourists, or people who come to eat at your restaurant? He said, of course, welcome. But he's very poor. He's from the village. Can you give him a room so that he can do a drone demo? Whereby, with a laptop from Cameroon, they can control the drone in Australia, in Thailand, in Malaysia, in America. Any country that has the drones that, drone that we have with the technology. So he did that. And guess what? You got 2 rooms. What else do you need? You're hungry, you get bread. Using this technology, you never go hungry. You want a roof over your head? You got it. You want to engage with 30 million Chromebook users in America? Go for it. Make friends. Network equal to net worth. Yeah, you got good network like Google, solve their problem. I'm sure they will start to give you some pocket money for those younger students. Do not wait until you go to uni. It's a new world now. So that is the idea of what I have. I'm not sure whether Dr. Eben want to say a few words about what we have done together with Cecilia, plus all the teachers. I think there's about 5, 6 clubs now, a lot of talents coming out of it. And so is Dr. Eben there, please? There you are. That is on the screen. That's RunLink is a web page for those technical people inside this Wi-Fi chip. So this is now made in Ibadan. We just sent in the parts from Cameroon. And they could be is our 1 hour up already? Dr. Eben, you want to say a few words? Or is Cecilia trying to show a project?
Just kind of let the students understand what you are doing and the next phase of the presentation. We are trying to let the students understand the next phase of the presentation. And now you are trying to show us the board and how the platform.
There's a lot of echo. That's good. That is object, she called it classification, object recognition, same thing. So this become a speller for the millions and millions of people with this app, call it an app, that you'll be able to teach the kids spelling. Like a toy. Point a low-cost camera, and they will be able to hear the spelling of apple, A-P-P-L-E, and translate it maybe into Mandarin, into Malaysian language, Thai language. And as I say, everything is about money. This thing is now made in Nigeria by Cecilia, Dr. Eben. And America, 300 million population is waiting for you. They don't have this technology. That page that Cecilia show you is inside this Wi-Fi chip. And the object recognition she's showing you now doesn't even need this. It's an online example of what we show. Just your laptop and your mobile phone. I'm not sure what she's trying to, she's pointed the wardrobe. It said close it. The confidence level is a bit low, maybe because she's moving, the light condition. So it's amazing the clarity of how kids in school, in the clubs, 12, 13 years old can manage this already. There you are. She has the same thing that I have. And now it's in 15 countries. And for the first speaker, and he was very passionate about sharing ideas. This is it. Creativity, and you're bound to put yourself on the map. And this project alone, you use a drone to draw them in, a drone demonstration, whereby from Nigeria, you can control the drone anywhere in the world. And to make that happen, the lesson there is only 2 lines of code to make a web page with 2 buttons to on and off, lights, buzzer, and a camera, and a drone. And use that then to share your experiences on object recognition or explain what this controller can do. The bread shop, increase customer to the bread shop, the solar business, or the hotel, 3 examples. The rest, another 300,000 businesses that you can increase customers to. A water bottle, there it says a wine bottle. Yeah, depending on whether she's moving or not. If you let it stationary and focus on that. It is using TensorFlow. If Miro is here, he will explain to you properly, technically, how it is happening with 35 lines of code on it. And to make that vision, to use a camera to connect to your laptop to create that vision, only one line of code. I'm not sure whether she can point it out there. Only one line of code in this program here to connect that camera to the laptop to see the object. Yeah. And so the other 35 lines is TensorFlow AI to compare this image that is seen to the database that it has. Must be tens of hundreds of these pictures there, and then it try to tell you the accuracy. So apply it then to birds, pest, yeah, into the agriculture sector. So many things into your lab. Yeah, one project from university in Melbourne is object recognition for the eye retina. So doctors take picture with specialist camera of the eye retina, and then using the similar technique, using running, it will tell whether the patient has diabetic or not. So you can refine it. So that is medical application. That's biotechnology, they call it. Another good example to attract students to go in to STEM. There is a massive problem you guys are solving without knowing it. 75% of STEM graduates in America quit at the expense of $10 billion US per year, plus more. 7.5 billion US is wasted because it's only theory, they say. We have no hands-on. So they change to business, finance, social, anything but. So this is a simple infographic made in Cameroon of two persons. Either you carry a 25 kilogram bag of rice, or you're going to put it into a sphere and roll it. So that is running easy coding. You see? So these are the 5 functions that it can. Thank you, Cecilia, or whoever is showing that. Sensing, data logging, control, IoT, and AI. Wonderful. Look at it. It's all spelled out. Yeah, 2 lines of code compared to 120 lines in order to make the alarm web page, control web page. And so Dr. Ibn said he's been locked out. He's trying to rejoin. So this is what I think there's a young man, he did the object recognition, he did the Chromebook story project from Bamenda, from Cameroon. Jackson will say a few words. If we still have time, I'll send him the link now and see whether he can join us. Hearing firsthand from the user is better. That is the controller. So just bear with me. Cecilia, can you say a few words while I organize, who is this, Jackson, to join us?
So let's try this. Your phone, bring out your phone.
Yeah, are you free?
Let's see how we can also demonstrate the 1 or 2 things with this technology that Dr. Peng was talking about. So we have our website, onelink.com, like as you can see online. This is the website it's trying to. And we have a microcontroller. This is our microcontroller, Stencil E32W. So this is the microcontroller is available. You can want to set up on here now in your school, in your institution. You can progress. I know most of us, but this is a this is a 5 data. So 5 input Wi-Fi is there. You only need, it comes to an interface. This is the interface that it comes to it. There's the interface you can see. So it's a simple language you're familiar with, the normal HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's all you need to do to code site. That's all you need. When you're web developer, you're already familiar with your HTML, you're already familiar with the CSS. You need to do the JavaScript, you need to code anything you want to do. And output, motivation, innovation system, robotic challenge, you also try to demonstrate. Robotic, anything you want to. This is like robots to build. But let's just quickly work with the platform. Try and work with the platform. If you don't have a laptop, then you can use your phone. It's as flexible as that. You don't need to do installation. It works on the browser. It's a Wi-Fi chips. And it's being installed on the Wi-Fi. So just need the browser. That's all you need. And that is why one thing can work on. You can work on your iPhone, you are using Mac, anything. It can work with one day what you need is just the browser. And you see my own browser. So how do you get to the coding platform? You type one link. I will go together. Please, let's do some little bit answer. onelink.com/online. Can you see it actually? Make it bigger. /control. Okay, let me try and make it bigger so you can see. So try and open it on your own system too, or on your phone. No need of any installation. Can you see? Is it better? So without the key, people take it around. Even without the key, you can do so many things. You can simulate. You simulate your idea. You don't have the keys yet, but you still want to simulate your idea. You can use this platform to be able to simulate your idea. onelink.com, all you have together, /online/control.html. Then once you press enter, you have to website, you don't have an account before. Let's try. I want one or two people to open this here. So it's still a little bit of answer. So I have an address before, so I will just have an account before. So I will just log in. I will just log into my room and I will put in my password. You have a lot of schools that are using it. I have 5 students using this level. They use it to the rewards staff and the rewards and schools. So students is something you can see that the little public school. So it's something you can easily code with and handle too, something you can easily flow with. Okay, so the interface will work on. So this is the coding interface. So let's try and do a little bit of HTML. Are we all familiar with HTML? Anyone here that doesn't know HTML? That's a normal HTML. So when you say this one, you know your normal HTML, you have to do head, title, or body, and all the likes before your code can work. But when you're using one, you don't need all those steps. Just start with what we call an HTML tag. An HTML tag is just like your ABC of English language. You now construct a sentence or a phrase, you don't understand ABC to say. Are we together? Am I right? Am I correct? Am I correct? You cannot. So, same thing is applicable to HTML. You don't know the tags, you don't know what you can use it to do. You can use HTML to do the web page. The normal web page, using this. So one of the tags of HTML is just a tag. Okay, and I'm using that to say welcome to robotics. Try and understand that the function to share that it works. Okay, as I'm also doing my own too. Okay, I say welcome to robotics sustainability. In HTML, every open tab you must close it. In HTML, can you see what I'm doing now? I said welcome to the robotics. Let me just say welcome to the robotics, okay? So we now scroll, then you have to click on one code. Once you click on one code, you can just scroll and find the same platform. You don't need to come out of the platform, but you see your results. So you just scroll down, you see your result underneath it. Can you see now? Can you see my results here? Are we going together? So this is just my results. We're going to the this. Are we going together? So we have so many HTML tags. So let me just do one more before we move to the next one. So let's use another HTML tag copy. What are the name to the protocol? So let me use it to introduce myself. My name is Cecilia. So I'll close the Peter. I'll close the Peter. I see now. So what do I do now? You want it? So let's go around it. I'm waiting for the moment. I'm going to sit and we should go. Okay? So let's go down and see the results. And you see the results when you vote. So we have so many things like that. Your June tab, your June is for what? I is for what? You is for what? June is for what? You is for what? You is for what? Where is for what? Other please. We are done with this. We are genius. Okay, so I can get to where we are going. Okay, so when we set platform, when we say interface, you don't have to go outside like what that going on. You have to go and open the file, you have to export it inside, you have to start reading these reports and work. You know, and what do we use CSS? What am I using CSS? What are the students? What do you mean? Please let's appreciate it. Okay, so what do we use CSS to do? Anyone provides that? What do we use CSS to do? Anyone here? No, I don't want to say personal. Let's go on to do. What do we use CSS to do? The script from the back. How many idea? Anyone that I want to bring across? Okay, then you can talk. What do we use CSS to do? Okay, everything you use you can use a CSS to format. Why do you need to format to make it more pleasant to the eye, to make it more beautiful? That's what we CSS to do. And we have to take that CSS. The first one is called tag CSS. What do you know it? Tag CSS. The tag CSS will be used on HTML tag. That's what tag CSS will do. Like now, print is a tag, is HTML tag. So I want to format that print. I want to include the color. Next, which color is it? Okay, that color. So let's just give print color. How do we have that? I will not use CSS. I will type. I will use my calling brackets. Okay, I will not like color. It's as simple as easy as that. I will not like color. Color. I will not put it. Then use a certificate. Then that's the way we write things. Then you close your words, close your brackets. As simple as that. Now simple. So anywhere there is a big tag, what will happen to sentence? What will happen? So you follow it. So let's go back and see. Let's go and see the results. Can you see the results? Can you see these results that are on the same platform? Okay? Can we see the results? Hello, can we see the results? Okay, good. So you can also do the same thing to any type of shell that you have. But if you don't want to use that CSS, what other type of CSS can you use? Anyone? Anyone? Apart from that CSS, what other CSS type do we have? We have class CSS. Class CSS start with dots. Okay, dots. Dots what? I want to format an assignment form. You give it everything you want to do it. Okay, related in line with what you're trying to do. So inside this one, I want to go to our form. Wait. So yes, very active CSS. So many follow the program and have a image in the starting to do so many things. So okay. So now when did I want to use it? I want to apply it to be CSS. Because when they have other lines of codes and you use feedback to write out of them. And when I formatted it earlier to be all the other people, you have no what the other people do. That's not what we're trying to achieve. So you can use CSS to specify the particular parts you want to apply the code to. So that's what you can use it to develop that code where I go from that code class equals what's the name? I'm going to go get the point. Close the curly bracket. I'll close the curly bracket and what do you do? So once I run the code, let's go and see my results. Can you see that? Can you see the power of CSS? If I have a multiple P, so we just stop on the name of type of CSS. Let's just put the last one so we can move on to what we want to do. The last one we have is called ID CSS. What do we use ID CSS to do? We start with our hashtag. You start with hashtag. Okay? And that's the hashtag. What am I trying to do? Put the background color. I want to put the background color. I'm taking this color. Just like I'm not putting inside. Which color should I put? Can I say that? Okay. And close the color bracket. So I'll have one more. If you have that P now, I want to give you the background color. I'll have one my time equals. Once the time equals PG color. So I'll want to move. So you see the results. Anywhere you want to apply it to, you see the result of that. Okay? Now, okay, you do understand? So what I'm talking about is after you finish your work, maybe like the teacher or you finish your work, you can upload it on and share the data with your friends. So how do you do that? How do you save your work? How do you save your work and save $2,000? I don't know, you download the system. Okay, that's another way. If I refresh this page now, they won't be anything on the page. So how do you upload this material later? You have to upload file. Go to your download, go and import it, when you download it. This is how you upload it back. So you can continue your work. Then you want to generate the link to share it with your veterans or with anybody around you. You can save it like this, you upload it. You wait for you to show data successfully uploaded. Then you now come to open file. When you now come to open file, scroll down to what you guys did. You have all the work, all the work you do so far with you. Let's do the rest of the rest. Is this here? I see. Is this link you rush? Anybody that has this link can do work. So it means you develop a particular web page, you hosted it on the website, on the same technology, you share the link for people to access. Do you understand? So let me share some of the work I've done too. Yeah. You can use it to also, I'm just showing you what we can do without it. Are you? So now all you can write the kits. But you now have the kits now. How do you open this page? On our website, there's the two kits. So you look for the two kits, the hybrid address. So let's now open, there's one on the floor there. So promise, what's the hybrid address? So let me try my mobile response. So I can share my mobile response to the but there's no way you can still open it. Okay, go on, say this. So now I want to learn to putting on this microcontroller. I don't know.
Well, at least show your face. Can you go on now? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you go on now? Can you join?
Okay, on top, we are trying to demonstrate the work and using the statistics.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Miro is just clear customs and out already, and he will be able to say a few words if you allow him from Malaysia to say greetings to everybody from the airport. He's not even checked into the hotel yet. So I can't hear nothing. Can you
let me inform Cecilia, because I think she's on the podium presenting. She may not be able to.
Can you hear me? Miro, can you join now? Can you all hear me? I'm trying to get Miro to come online just for 1 minute to say hello to you.
Yes,
is that all right?
We are hearing you, yes.
Okay, thank you. So Miro, they are standing by. Show them what Kuala Lumpur feels like at the moment. Maybe same as Nigeria. The temperature is about 35 degrees. No, can you join now? They're waiting.
He's joining.
Oh, so he's joined. So can you see Miro there? I can't see you. Now I can. Yeah, I think well, there's no picture there. Okay, sorry, that's you. Okay, so take it over, Miro, and I can see Dr. Eben there too. Because the light is right at the top of you. We can't see your face properly. Yeah, that's much better. Now, yes, perfect. Go ahead, please.
From Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Okay. I can't even see him. Where is the guy that is talking?
Can you hear Miro? Can you guys hear Miro?
No, we can't.
Oh,
Only
they cannot hear you, Miro. Okay.
All right, now we can see him. So we open.
Can you hear? Say, keep talking, Miro. See whether they can hear. I can hear you just now. I can't hear you now. Can you hear him, Dr. Eben?
We are hearing
Okay. Okay, I was hearing him just now.
you. You can't hear me, Robert. We are hearing you.
Okay, I think they can hear you now. I can't hear you. Keep going. You are muted now. Cecilia, can you still hear Miro?
No.
Tell them about what you try to do today from the aeroplane to control the drone in Sydney. Miro, can you hear me? We can't hear you. I was hearing you earlier.
Where is Miro? Where is Miro talking?
Can you say something? We can't hear you just now. Dr. Eben, can you hear? Can you hear Miro?
No. You can't hear him.
I can't hear you. So,
All right.
Okay, Dr. Eben also cannot hear you. So maybe it's the Cecilia side, is it, in the hall?
I wouldn't.
I was hearing him just now. Is there some problem with the
I heard him vaguely,
audio?
but then it went off. Probably the network at the airport is not that strong. That's a possibility. But then maybe while it's
No, the connection was very, very good. But anyway, if he does come back, let me just.
I have readmitted him, so let's see, this may be better.
Pardon? Yeah, Miro is back. Can you hear? Miro, can you hear?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, very well now.
You can hear me now, Peng?
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm in KL in Malaysia, and so let me just show you around. So this is the KL airport here, and at the moment I have. Let me see if I can turn my video around my camera. Okay, so this is the KL airport here, and I've been traveling with Alex. Alex is actually
Hello. He's too.
Miro, you're muted, Miro. You're muted.
You have mute yourself.
Miro, you're muted. Yeah, that's good.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So Alex is here because he's a young inventor and he has 2 stands and inventions. He has a group with Malaysian students, which is a drone project, and the other one is a GPS project with animals. And he's traveling also with his father. So John, just wave. Okay, John is here as well.
Greetings.
All right, and today on the plane on the way here, an amazing thing happened.
No, I'm not controlling for this.
Let me turn my video around again. So listening carefully, an amazing thing happened. I actually connected, I connected to data on the aircraft, and then I opened a Runlink web page, which is from the chip to my intern in Sydney, Australia, from up in the air. I was about 11,000 meters up in the air on the plane, already a long way in between. And I connected to his Runlink page, was able to control his things and also to control his drone. So I saw the drone video also from the plane, and I was able to control the drone so it could take off, and it could also go up and show the graphs and everything actually on the drone. So we have recorded that today, and we'll edit and send you a link to the video of this exciting event here. And Alex has said a few words as well. So maybe Alex is just in the middle of eating. So maybe just for 30 seconds, sorry, Alex, if you could just describe your two projects just for 1 minute or so. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. So my project is.
Can you hear Alex or not?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay.
Can you hear me? All right. So one of my projects is actually a livestock tracker. Uses the GPS. It's a little unit that attaches to an animal. So a GPS. And
You know, here he's not speaking.
Okay, too soft. Miro, can you put closer to the microphone to him?
Okay, just sorry, Alex. I thought there might be a problem. I'm wearing Bluetooth. That's why.
Okay.
So let me just change the microphone. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Unless all right. All right, I'm just going to move positions. That'll be the easiest way, so the mic is closer to what he's speaking. Okay, go ahead.
So one of my projects is actually a livestock tracker.
Can you all hear in Nigeria?
Is that working now or not?
Speak
I can
up.
hear.
Because let him speak up.
Oh, a bit louder, a bit closer.
I think it's
Miro, we can hear you very loud. But
yes, I know. Sorry, I'm wearing a Bluetooth device which actually has noise cancelling, so it's cancelling everything else.
Can you give him your Bluetooth?
Certainly sorry, so he cannot speak at the moment. But
Can
he's
you
a
give
GPS
him?
tracker.
Can you give him your Bluetooth?
Oh, it's all right like this too. We have those on. Second chance.
I don't know. All right, hang on. Let's just give you my Bluetooth. You're happy.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, can you all hear me now?
Wow, this is like you are in front of me. Go ahead, please.
Yep, loud and clear. Good. All right. So what my project is it's a running board and it's an animal tracker. So it's a device that attached to an animal, and so it's able to use a GPS tracker to track the location of an animal, and it's also got a temperature and humidity sensor. And so what it's able to do is it's able to create a virtual fence, like sort of like a paddock fence, and every time an animal goes outside of the fence, it can trigger an alarm, and it's able to alert the farmer if an animal strays outside of the paddock. And then
how does the temperature and humidity affect the animals?
Well, of course, animals, just like humans, they have to operate in a certain temperature range. And if an animal is too hot, it risks getting
Okay, we got it. We got.
Let's go back to. Oh yeah. You're on now.
Okay, you can see my screen now. I just demonstrate the robots at us on the running. Thank you, Dr. Payne. We need to round up this session. So I'm going to demonstrate the robots car. So
give me the phone for a second.
so thank you, sir. Now you can do run, so I can just click on it to move forward. That's it. Okay, so thank you, sir.
Okay. So thank you for being at the conference. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let him unmute himself now. We can't be seeing the two at the same time. with guy who can back to Kinisha. Talo. The guy won't allow me to show our work. Come on, Tara, me talk on video game video. It's on my head. So I'm click on our home now. Where's our home now?
Yeah, that's what we should.
It's showing now. We can make it bigger now. No, come on, make our home bigger here.
Okay, thank you very much. It was starting under the post of this is an inheritance of the Senate that is something that was in science and robotics. So what you have done to this is the number of us who have to say what we have seen.
You are seeing chairs
The
everywhere.
thing is, for some of us who have gone through the stages of programming and starting from the assembly language, which is the low-level language, to C++ and other Python which are high-level language, we will understand what it means to have a platform that can simplify the coding process. Let me put it into perspective. If you need watch the display, just to display your name. Now, just to display your name on the screen, if you are using assembly language to write your name, perhaps your name is Ola, and you want to display that, you want to display it on the screen, and you need to do that with assembly language. You are going to write an instruction line, not less than 40 lines of code. Just to do that, you need an assembly language. If it is a high-level language like C++, if we can't get if we can't get initialization with the number of codes, we will have maybe like 4 to 5 code lines. And now we are then having a platform that can help you control what tasks. And you can help you build a whole website with just a line of code. That is the magic. A lot of people that is when you start to work towards coding and developing things, developing technology. Now, we will skip a little and move quickly. First, when the next agenda should be general section for the voices are complete, but they are not there. So we have a general section by Paradise University AI voices. Now, but before that, permit me to invite a big friend of yours who also talked about the chairman of the Paradise Admission Committee, Dr. Ojo, to come and give us a speech and also give us more about Paradise. Thank the esteemed self. The founder, Ben. We at Paradise currently, please can you point this to some of the projects we have for Ben to see? Now, a lot of projects that we do here is based on video and Raspberry Pi. We would, of course, love to use your platform because of the opportunities we get, which is simplifying the coding process and fast tracking the prototyping the time for prototyping. So if you are that, we are from an informal requesting for collaboration for us to have one of your centers here at University. If that is likely, we want to work across board to ensure that we have the entire permission to be able to use your devices for training of our students right here at University. Perhaps after the event, we'll see how to meet and we can discuss the mode of engagement in the way we can proceed for that, so that we can also incorporate your device into the into our curriculum and into some of these tools for our activities. Thank you, President. Bye-bye. So let me hand over to Dr. Ojo, the Dean of Student Affairs and the Chairman of the Admission Committee. Please,
thank you very much. Let me start on the existing. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the day of the Life Sciences for bringing this wonderful initiative to this world. I also would like to appreciate all the academic member of our non-academic member of our faculty. I congratulate you for this event. I want to sensitize our visitors from various secondary schools on the admission exercise of our university. This university, as we were calling it, the consistent, you can see the serene environment, you know, you can see the seasoned lecturers, you can see the sophisticated laboratory here and there. You can see our students, not just press to tell you that this is a place for you to be. It's a private university, but private university with a deep and with track record. We have different faculties, about 4 faculties precisely now on campus. We have Faculty of Applied Sciences that organize this exhibition. Under this faculty, we have the following courses. We have BSc Microbiology, BSc of Chemistry, BSc Computer Science, BSc Software Engineering, BSc Information Technology, BSc Cyber Security, BSc Disease Intelligence. In the same department, we have BSc Industrial Chemistry. These are the courses under the Faculty of Applied Science. For the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have Faculty of Arts, Management and Social Sciences. PAPS. We have BSc Mass Communication, BSc Accounting, BSc International Relations, BSc Political Science, BSc Banking and Finance, BSc Finance. We have BA English and Literary Studies, BA History and Diplomatic Studies. These are, we also have BSc Information and Media Studies, BSc Broadcasting, BSc Public Relations. These are the programs under the Faculty of Arts, Management and Social Sciences. We have Faculty of Law. Faculty of Law. Under this faculty, we have 2 departments. Department of Students and the Department of Human Rights and Other People under the same faculty. We have Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. That one is to begin this section. We just concluded the resource presentation. They came from NC, they came from all the capsules. bodies that are involved in these particular 5 programs. So we have begun the program on BSc Human Anatomy, BSc Zoology, BSc Public Health, BSc Nursing Science, and BSc Medical Laboratory Science. These are the 5 programs under the basic medical sciences that we have. With all this mentioned, if you are here, seated here among our guests, students that are here, and you sat for the last jam, you score from 150, 140 above, you can apply to other university for any choice. We have our cut-off mark, differently from one department to the other. But whatever score, once you fall within the range of 140 above, definitely the sciences, the social sciences, art, or basic medical sciences, definitely will find something of the choice. So as you are listening to me, if you are not, please contact your friend, your senior, your brothers at home that start for this job. That there's a place for him to do change of institution. Let me quickly give you the procedures. Procedures, you are coming to this organized university and you are not taking us as sponsors. The first thing you will do is to do change of institution. You go to a nearest CBT center, you pay 2,000, then you do a change of institution and program to organize university. When you come here, you now take your form, even online, you can register via our portal. So we are expecting you, and we are ready to give you the admission. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next thing on our agenda is because of we are trying to work because of that. The next thing is the final section by organized. So you'll be coming together to have some of our students who will just within the next 1 hour to present the projects which they have participated in the last academic year.
See the wire. See the wire. See the wire is as long as you can put it there, you can put that thing. You can't see any. That's what we do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Students of the first project I would like to is how the water and integrated computers. So what this machine basically does is when the level of there is an LED that indicates the LED that comes on to say, okay, the water level is low. There's also a buzzer and it makes a sound to say, okay, the water level is low. And automatically water starts. So we have 2 other units. We have a yellow unit. Yellow unit is required to tell that the water is off, and then green to show that the water is low.
So when we do anything control, the problem cost is that of So for this project, just look at a microcontroller. We also used our ultrasonic sensor. The sonic sensor to detect water level using sound to detect water level. And we connected to the power source. Yes. The second project is a home automation system, which the concept of internet of things is a branch of artificial intelligence where two or more gadgets are connected to the device, basically. And so for our small projects, resources, we're going to be powering 2 light bulbs and so we can use those light bulbs. For this project, we also use an agreement. We use to connect the app. The app is actually business control. Okay, and also So this project is investment the end of and the end of this radio frequency expression. We can use it to access our from the process, which is when the investment
Move closer to them.
Now, some of the companies used to make this progress, which are the RFID, the future LED and connecting wire. These are connected together with the door asset, whereby you need hand to assist the door. And this project has some advantages. And basically use it for your door asset. You can basically use it for your door asset at home or at step, and you can use it in hotel. Whereby they are always restricted and this project is also used in other applications for smart library. You can use this RFID for smart library. You can also use the RFID for file and other events. You can use it for supplies also to track your goods supply with the RFID card. Advantage of this RFID card is that will need to that it can be barcode. That advantage is over barcode rating. One of the most popular advantages is that when the app is missing, you can easily replace it. Although it's possible if you want to replace it, and you can easily use it to access anything as long as RFID code idea is being registered for that particular program. So basically, I'm going to test the project and see how it works.
And if I put the wrong car to this home automation system for the door, if I put the wrong car, it's going to trigger an alarm for me to know that yes, someone has breaking into my door access or anything. And basically know that that is the wrong car. Whether if I use the right car to open the door, I'll be able to enter my projects, we can make more advanced projects or prototypes in this RFID. Other things, as I said, like the smart libraries, tracking of food supply, other things. We can make use of this RFID module and have high scores on our project, anything we are working on, and as long as we want to track goods, services, anything, we can make use of this RFID tag, and it's easier to use, and it's okay, it's prevent accident. The thing is that there is nothing, let's say now for instance, someone else it won't work. It won't work because of the back code. Code that was very standard. As I said, so each app is used to program the RFID based on in the software that wrote for the program. What first the first app, it was bringing error at all because the card was not registered. The RFID was reading the wrong card. Serial monitor for the Arduino. So when the serial monitor was able to identify the ID. So we are able to copy the ID of this unique card, copy it and put it in the code. Then we test the code. That was when we are able to access the door. Now we are able to access the door and everything is perfectly up to now. Thank you. To have access to a particular facility. That's why the organization sometimes you think about how market value affects some of them deploy this kind of also and of course what you can do is that the imagination of the person a lot of things can be achieved. Thank you very much. Now, the next project will be presented software and organization. Here, the students want to control care devices and then using care features will allow them to clear out components are power supply, in this project, they look for the language or the
do it and do it for it and give it to them. Talk to the mic, you know. Be careful of the wire, be careful. Tell them what you're doing. Hello. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them what you're doing. With my hair. Speak out. You're talking here now.
Okay, so we have someone there. Okay. Okay, these are just simple text that can be deployed. And of course, we have good application and complete our life. Imagine when you're using a big board, every morning, your mother calls you in the morning and asks, Junior, have you switched off the security lights? You have to jump, it's a Saturday, you have to jump up from your bed and go off the security lights. So this can be deployed and make your life easy. You don't have to repeat those processes very much. Simply can control devices with a smartphone. And of course, it's not even just like you can see a socket is connected, and you could connect other things. Then you could even go on to the control border to be able to control things that you, to be able to vary voltage that is control the speed of fans and etc. So, because of our time, this is I'll give a round of applause for this. Tools, the things that they have learned in the classroom. And it's a good thing that here at Paradise University, students are not just theory, they are trying to bridge the gap between theory and application of science to be able to achieve sustainability and student contribution for that. Okay, this is set up now. Next we are in 5 minutes.
Stay there and speak up.
Thank you. What I am going to do that everybody allow to do that whenever they need to teach and the
Thank you.
So I'm not thinking of energy. For the green energy, when the green energy boil, it that water is when the yellow energy is boiling, it means that water is up and down. And when the red energy is boiling, it means water is extremely low, it must go water. Also, it is on the boozer. When the boozer sounds for a long time at the stretch, it means that water is low. And when there is pause between the sound, it means that water is low and it is water. So let's go.
So let everybody see this one. Come on, the camera, just do this. After this one, where you put the camera, so we can see it. We can see it. The camera is here. Oh, yeah. Why do you all fix? You're using it for what? Emerson, speak.
All right, thank you very much for that. So the children and families are going to or monitor the water pump. Thank you. Also, this is a sustainable solution to help reduce water waste of water. We have in our houses, estates, where sometimes an export. You see someone on the government, it's overflowing for minutes, and nobody is there to pick it up. These are simple solutions you can deploy. Of course, this is we have solutions already for some, but this is unique because this is not having contact whatsoever with water. So that reduces the chances of electrocution or the chances of social cycles. And like the design that is most commonly around this, where you have to actually do it and buy it in water, which the potential for gas cycle and side voltage that impact electrocution. So it's a good design. Thank you very much. We have this one guy. All right, so it's just one of the things we get from one of our senators, from one of our. So we have some of the projects that were done over the course of the last academic session. Of course, we still have more projects in mind for the current academic session. And we invite you all to join us and also to be part of this great day. Thank you very much. So we round up the round of applause for all of the teams that are This is a presentation from the Commander University Robotics Group. The next on our agenda is we want to demonstrate the use of drone. Drone are very important technology in recent times. The application varies from photography to delivery. We have delivery. Also, it's been put into operations in warfare. We've seen a lot of these being deployed in the current conflict between in recent conflicts, both in the Middle East and the Eastern Europe conflict. Of course, we hope dialogue develops and ready to whatever is going on. This is just some of the use of drone. And of course, Nigeria is facing security challenges currently, and learning this technology and find the technology help our armed forces to combat insecurity, also protect us further. So we'll be going outside. We have a show for the drone show outside, so we can just move outside outside. After witnessing the show, the drone show, we come back in and we'll continue with the event. All right, thank you very much. Let us please step outside. The second door will be open so that it will be ordered. Then along the line, there will also be press briefing to those who will be attending the press briefing and do so while others are seeing the program. So, thank you. Please switch off the small guy. Also, while we are seeing the program, those who are satisfied with that, you can go around and see have a close contact with each of the projects. And we have each a representative from each of the group that is there to stand by the project so that you can ask questions. So, hello, representative from each of the group that presented the projects to say students who have questions can ask questions. Thank you.
Can't go there now. You can't get to that place. Well, let's carry it. Let's carry it. Let's leave it open. I want this guy to, I'm not the one controlling, I want this guy to move away from us. Huh? It's not the only one, but it's just like, what is spotlight right now? I don't control it. Sorry, sir, please. I don't know. Won't see you. The media man, you don't want to. What be a lot?
That's good. I like it. Until this was seeing me, I like it.
Go to stop. I don't need to record today.
Wait, he's still recording.
Come on, record.